We're back. Thank you for staying with us. Well, it's that time of year. The holiday season is closer than you think, right around the corner. If you're not out shopping today, you probably should be. And here to help us out, we have Peter Driscoll, and we're going to talk about the upcoming Craftsman Christmas Classic.
That's it.
Which is a traveling art show that is coming to town, so we're lucky to even have them here. Let's talk about the show in general. What can folks expect to find?
Lots of different art, all handmade by hundreds of artists from all over the country. We travel around doing these shows and go to different venues up and down the East Coast as well as other parts of the country, but this promoter, the Christmas Classic is one of their best shows, and Columbia is a great place to be.
Well, I have to ask you, since you say you travel around, are you local? Because a lot of the art that I'm seeing here feels local to me.
Well, I try to do my art for the venue that I'm going to. I do live here, and now, so I'm based in Columbia, but many of the other artists are, as I said, from other parts of the country, and their things are all different.
So we were taking a look at some of your pieces here now. Look at the little gamecock in the frame. Tell me why that's special, Peter.
Well, when I moved to Columbia about 1.5 years ago, I discovered the importance of the University of South Carolina and enjoyed knowing their mascot and a few other things about Columbia. I've done an engraving of the State House and Gervais Street Bridge, so I try to key in on local buildings and events that are important.
But what I really like about that, and I love your work, this is done on a piano key, folks. If you look closely, you'll notice back in the day when the ivories were a little shorter, maybe a little wider, that's the material you decided to use. So first of all, I love recycling. That's fantastic. And I'm really kind of impressed with what looks like very delicate artistry. I'm wondering if you can show me how to do this.
I'd be glad to do that. Real quickly, this is the original piano key, the way it was made up until 1955.
Okay, that looks
with
kind of
pieces
normal.
of ivory on it, and they're little pieces put together on a board or an arm that goes back into the piano. And when you push down this, the other end goes up and strikes the soundboard. But the engraving is done on the keys individually, all by hand, using these engraving tools. This is actually an 18th century engraving tool. It was given to me a man.
What's it called?
It's called an engraving tool.
Okay.
It's very simply.
Very simple. We have about 30 seconds, so let's see if I can do something here. I love your lighthouse.
Okay, there's the lighthouse, and you will take that needle, which is what the whalers used 200 years ago when they invented this art form. It's an original American art. They learned they could take a knife or a needle and push into the ivory, making a groove or a scratch.
All downward strokes? Or?
Right, or pull them. This one is for pushing, that one is for pulling.
It's kind of making a grating sound. Is that okay?
That's right.
Okay, that's okay? I'm not
right.
breaking it?
No, you're not.
Sounds like nails on a chalkboard,
Peter.
That?
It does. It
and
does.
You just keep doing this over and over until you make
until each
design?
line. You can go over the line, but it's important to build up the detail, and the ability to get detail is the wonderful part of this art form. We engrave by pushing or pulling that scratch. Then I take India ink on a Q-tip, rub it over the whole piece of ivory, and then repolish it, and the ink stays only in each little scratch that I make.
So the ink kind of gets down into the engraving,
That's
the rest
right.
comes off the surface, and
that's right.
And so that's how you made the game
Every one of those.
I love it. I can't do it, but I absolutely love it. Peter, I'm excited for the Craftsman Christmas Classic. It is coming up on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Information is on your screen. It's going to be at the South Carolina State Fairgrounds, and for more information, you can go to ChristmasClassic.com. Thanks for the lesson in scoop job.
You're welcome. Come see us.
I definitely will. We'll be right back. Stay with us. I don't think I can do it, though.
It